Understanding masturbation. In old age, evolution, benefits, and challenges. Have you ever wondered how self-pleasure evolves as we age? The truth is, masturbation can take on entirely new meanings in our golden years, offering comfort, connection, and healing. But what happens when it transitions from a healthy habit to something more complicated? In this video, we'll uncover the raw reality of masturbation in old age, from its empowering benefits to the emotional challenges that many face. Stay with us until the end as we reveal how finding balance can profoundly shape your well-being, both physically and emotionally. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Introduction: the evolving nature of masturbation in later years. Let's dive deep into unraveling the often misunderstood and highly sensitive topic of pleasure in old age. We'll break down the myths and confront the raw reality of how this intimate practice can shape the lives of those who engage in it. Through its liberating joys and its more complicated emotional undertones, this discussion is crafted with the intent to touch the hearts of adults, especially those navigating the profound journey of their later years. Masturbation is far more than a mere physical act. It is an exploration of one's innermost desires, a sanctuary of self-connection that soothes the mind, body, and soul regardless of age. The ability to generate physical pleasure while releasing pent-up emotional tension is an undeniable part of the human experience. As we age, however, this practice takes on new layers of complexity. The body, once driven by youthful intensity, begins to transition through a host of natural changes. Hormonal shifts, altered physical sensitivity, and the evolving rhythms of desire. Yet despite these inevitable physical transformations, pleasure does not fade. It simply becomes more nuanced, more personal, and more profound. Reclaiming connection: the empowering aspects of masturbation in old age. For those in their golden years, masturbation can become an intimate way to reclaim a deeply personal connection with their aging body. With declining testosterone and estrogen levels, sexual desire might not burn as fiercely as it once did, but it lingers, waiting to be explored in quieter, more meaningful ways. The act of self-stimulation becomes an empowering act of rediscovery, free from the often overwhelming expectations or pressures that intimacy and youth can bring. It is a space where one can reconnect with the body's needs and desires, acknowledging that pleasure is still a valid, life-affirming experience no matter the age. Physical and emotional benefits. The benefits of masturbation, both physical and emotional, are profound. Medical research consistently highlights that regular self-pleasure offers a host of positive effects, especially for older adults. Physical benefits: maintaining blood flow. Masturbation helps maintain blood flow to the genital area, ensuring that vital tissues stay healthy and resistant to atrophy, a common issue due to disuse. Enhancing sensitivity. While overstimulation can lead to heightened sensitivity and potential discomfort, moderate self-pleasure preserves genital health. Emotional and psychological rewards. Endorphin release. Masturbation releases endorphins, those powerful happiness hormones that sweep away feelings of stress, anxiety, and even depression, lifting the spirit in ways few other activities can. Sense of vitality. In old age, this practice serves as a reminder that we are still vibrant, still capable of joy, and still deserving of deep personal satisfaction. It is a way to honor the body's needs without shame, guilt, or societal judgment. Improved sleep quality. The relaxation that follows self-pleasure can help ease tension, enabling a more peaceful night's rest, which is essential for maintaining physical and mental health. Psychological empowerment and self-compassion. Psychologically, masturbation plays a much larger role than one might initially imagine. It becomes a powerful tool for self-awareness and self-compassion, allowing older adults to reclaim a sense of agency over their bodies, which may have felt lost to the effects of aging. In a world where getting older often brings feelings of vulnerability, loss of control, and sometimes even a disconnection from one's own body, masturbation offers a pathway to regain some of that control. It's an opportunity to feel in tune with oneself, to experience one's physical form as a source of comfort rather than disappointment. This renewed connection reinforces self-esteem, helping individuals develop a more positive and accepting view of their aging bodies, which can be incredibly empowering. The fine line, when masturbation becomes complicated. However, as with all pleasurable activities, there is a line that, if crossed, can turn this intimate practice from beneficial to potentially harmful. When masturbation becomes excessive or compulsive, especially in older age, it can bring about certain physical and emotional consequences that should not be overlooked. Physical consequences: overstimulation. Overstimulation of the genital nerves can lead to heightened sensitivity, causing discomfort or a temporary reduction in sensation over time. This can create a frustrating cycle where individuals find themselves needing increasingly intense stimulation to reach the same level of pleasure, resulting in a growing sense of dissatisfaction and even anxiety, as the simple act of self-pleasure no longer provides the same level of fulfillment. Emotional consequences: emotional dependency. Many older adults may turn to masturbation as a way to escape from more painful feelings of loneliness, anxiety, or depression. While it can offer a brief reprieve and temporarily push aside the ache of loneliness, when it becomes the primary or sole source of comfort, it can deepen the emotional void, creating a vicious cycle of dependency that further isolates the individual. Isolation. The more someone retreats into the solitary world of self-stimulation, the less likely they are to seek out meaningful, fulfilling connections with others. This emotional isolation can be especially dangerous for older adults, as it often goes unnoticed. Balancing masturbation with meaningful connections. While masturbation and moderation can be a healthy part of one's sexual expression, when it becomes a substitute for human interaction and emotional fulfillment, it can leave a person feeling more alone than ever, wrapped in a bubble of self-imposed isolation. In relationships, impact on partnerships. For those in long-term partnerships, frequent or compulsive masturbation can gradually take the place of shared intimacy. This shift can create a growing emotional and physical distance between partners, replacing the deep connection and affection that once bonded them with an individual act that leaves little room for mutual pleasure. Maintaining connection. Finding a balance is essential. It is important to ensure that masturbation does not become a replacement for intimacy with a partner, but rather a complement to the shared connection. This can prevent it from becoming a barrier to the loving and intimate contact that keeps relationships strong and healthy. Emotional struggles and societal stigma. Excessive masturbation can also bring about a host of negative feelings, particularly for those who have been raised in environments where sexuality was considered taboo, shameful, or something to be hidden. Many older adults still carry these deep-seated beliefs, resulting in an internal struggle when they engage in self-stimulation. Internal conflict, feelings of guilt and shame. The pleasure derived from masturbation may be immediately followed by feelings of guilt, shame, or remorse. This conflict between the desire for pleasure and the ingrained belief that such acts are morally wrong can create an emotional burden, weighing heavily on their self-esteem and mental well-being. Cycle of judgment. This ongoing internal conflict can further exacerbate feelings of loneliness and isolation, as the individual may feel trapped in a cycle of pleasure followed by self-judgment. The mental toll of this battle can erode emotional health, leading to anxiety, depression, and a diminished sense of self-worth. Addressing emotional health. self-acceptance. It is essential to recognize that these emotions are not uncommon, particularly for those who grew up in more conservative or repressive cultures. Addressing these feelings head-on and working towards self-acceptance can be incredibly liberating. Medical perspectives on masturbation in old age, clinical insights. From a clinical perspective, masturbation itself is not inherently harmful. In fact, it can provide numerous health benefits when practiced in moderation. Engaging in self-pleasure can contribute to overall well-being by promoting relaxation, reducing stress, and enhancing mood through the release of endorphins. Additionally, masturbation can help maintain sexual function by promoting healthy blood flow to the genital area, which is essential for tissue health and elasticity. However, like any behavior, when taken to excess, masturbation can have unintended side effects that may impact both the body and mind. It's important to recognize the signs of excessive behavior and understand the underlying factors that may drive it, especially in the context of aging, where physical and emotional changes are prevalent. Potential consequences of compulsive masturbation. Physical exhaustion. The overuse of self-stimulation can result in fatigue, not just on a sexual level, but also in overall energy levels. This type of exhaustion can manifest as persistent tiredness, reduced stamina, and a general sense of lethargy. For older adults, maintaining energy levels is crucial for performing daily activities, engaging in hobbies, and maintaining social interactions. Chronic fatigue from excessive masturbation can make it more difficult to maintain the energy and motivation required to engage in these essential daily activities, potentially leading to a decline in overall quality of life. Sedentary lifestyle. Excessive masturbation can sap the enthusiasm or drive needed for physical exercise, leading to a more sedentary lifestyle. Regular physical activity is vital for older adults as it promotes mobility, strengthens muscles, supports cardiovascular health, and enhances mental well-being. A sedentary lifestyle, on the other hand, poses its own health risks in older age, such as increased chances of heart disease, loss of muscle tone, decreased flexibility, and a higher risk of falls and fractures. Moreover, lack of physical activity can contribute to weight gain and associated health issues like diabetes and hypertension. Impact on interpersonal relationships, neglected relationships. For those in relationships, frequent or compulsive masturbation can gradually replace shared intimacy, creating emotional and physical distance between partners. Intimacy in a relationship is built on mutual affection, emotional support, and physical connection. When one partner turns to masturbation excessively, it can lead to feelings of neglect and dissatisfaction in the other partner. This shift can result in a relationship that feels disconnected, where one or both partners feel emotionally and physically unsatisfied. Over time, this can erode trust and intimacy, potentially leading to conflicts or even the dissolution of the relationship. Maintaining balance. It is crucial to ensure that masturbation does not become a replacement for intimacy with a partner, but rather complements the shared connection. Open communication about sexual needs and boundaries can help partners navigate these dynamics. Incorporating mutual activities, such as spending quality time together, engaging in shared hobbies, and maintaining physical affection, can reinforce the bond between partners. This balance helps prevent masturbation from becoming a barrier to the loving and intimate contact that keeps relationships strong and healthy. Emotional health. Negative emotions. Excessive masturbation can lead to negative feelings, especially for those raised in environments where sexuality was considered taboo. Individuals may experience feelings of guilt, shame, or remorse after engaging in self-stimulation. These emotions can create an internal conflict where the desire for pleasure clashes with ingrained beliefs about the appropriateness of such acts. This conflict can result in an emotional burden that impacts self-esteem and mental well-being, leading to decreased self-worth and increased vulnerability to mental health issues like anxiety and depression. Cycle of isolation. When masturbation becomes the primary source of comfort, it can deepen emotional isolation, making it harder to seek out meaningful connections with others. Older adults may retreat into solitary activities, reducing their interactions with family, friends, and community. This withdrawal can create a vicious cycle where the lack of social interaction exacerbates feelings of loneliness and depression, which in turn drives further reliance on masturbation as a coping mechanism. Breaking this cycle often requires intentional efforts to re-engage with others and seek support. Long-term physical risks, debunking myths. One common concern many people have is whether there are any long-term physical risks associated with masturbation in old age. It's crucial to dispel the persistent myths that have caused undue anxiety for so many. Myth busting. No permanent damage. Contrary to outdated beliefs, there is no credible medical evidence to suggest that masturbation results in permanent damage to sexual organs or accelerates the aging process. The body is resilient, and self-pleasure, when done appropriately, does not harm the reproductive or sexual systems. No link to serious conditions. Studies have consistently shown that there is no link between masturbation and serious conditions, such as prostate cancer or sexual dysfunctions, like erectile difficulties or impotence. In fact, some research suggests that regular ejaculation may have protective effects against certain health issues. These falsehoods only serve to heighten unnecessary fear, especially in older adults who may already feel vulnerable about their changing bodies. Moderation is key. While there are no permanent health risks, moderation remains essential to reap the full benefits of masturbation without experiencing unwanted side effects. Excessive masturbation can still lead to physical exhaustion over time. The frequent release of energy, when not balanced with adequate rest or nourishment, can leave individuals feeling depleted, both physically and mentally. It's important to listen to one's body and recognize signs of overexertion, such as persistent fatigue, decreased motivation, and physical discomfort, maintaining a balanced approach to pleasure and well-being. Physical health. From a physical standpoint, masturbation promotes healthy blood circulation and preserves the elasticity of genital tissues, helping to maintain sexual function. It can also serve as a vital tool for emotional relief, particularly in moments of stress, anxiety, or loneliness. For many, it offers a space to reconnect with their own body, reaffirming their sense of self-worth and vitality. Additionally, engaging in self-pleasure can help alleviate symptoms of certain medical conditions, such as chronic pain or menstrual cramps, by releasing endorphins and promoting relaxation. Emotional fulfillment. However, balance is essential. If masturbation starts to take up a disproportionate amount of one's time or becomes a crutch that overshadows other important aspects of life, it's time to reflect on what might be driving this compulsion. Is it loneliness, anxiety, or a lack of emotional connection? Understanding the underlying motivations can help individuals address the root causes rather than merely treating the symptoms. Engaging in self-reflection or seeking professional guidance can provide insights into healthier coping mechanisms and emotional management strategies. Seeking support. Seeking out healthier ways to meet emotional and physical needs, whether through hobbies, social interactions, or physical activities like yoga or walking, can restore a more balanced approach to pleasure and well-being. Participating in community groups, volunteering, or pursuing creative interests can provide meaningful connections and a sense of purpose. Physical activities not only improve physical health, but also enhance mental well-being by releasing endorphins and reducing stress. Building a supportive network of friends, family, or support groups can also offer emotional nourishment and reduce reliance on solitary activities for comfort. Conclusion: embracing sexuality with mindfulness and balance. In summary, while masturbation is a normal and beneficial practice in old age, it's essential to approach it with an awareness of its limits. When practiced in moderation, it can be a source of immense physical and emotional fulfillment, promoting both mental clarity and sexual health. However, it's important to recognize when it becomes a substitute for more meaningful human connections, or when it starts to negatively impact other areas of life. By maintaining a mindful balance, older adults can enjoy the benefits of self-pleasure without losing sight of the broader emotional and social connections that also enrich life. Self-awareness and self-compassion become even more important in maintaining a fulfilling, balanced life. In these cases, understanding that sexuality, even in the later stages of life, remains a natural, beautiful, and deeply positive aspect of human existence is vital. It should never be weighed down by unnecessary guilt or shame. The ability to connect with one's body through sexual pleasure, even in old age, is not only normal but also a valuable form of self-expression and emotional release. However, when masturbation turns into an emotional escape, replacing meaningful human contact, it may signal a deeper issue that needs attention. In such circumstances, it's important to seek alternative forms of emotional support, whether through therapy, counseling, or reconnecting with loved ones. These forms of connection can offer a much-needed source of emotional nourishment that goes beyond the fleeting satisfaction of self-stimulation. Building strong, supportive relationships and engaging in fulfilling activities can provide lasting emotional benefits and reduce the need to rely solely on masturbation for comfort. Final thoughts and call to action. Thank you for joining us in this deep and meaningful discussion about self-pleasure in old age. What have you learned so far? We'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that you plan to put into practice? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content like this. Your support helps us continue bringing these important conversations to light.